last couple days redoing this entire room. Finally, it's in a good spot. I'm almost finished. I got a few other things laying around that has to get taken care of, but it's kind of crazy to me to think how this room has been so many different things as far as like fire and just my life in general. Like this room, when we first moved to this house, was our guest bedroom for like the first few years of us living here, and then as Ophir began to grow, I took it over as my office slash, shipping spot, and it was plenty enough in the beginning to do that. And then we started to grow more. Tanner quit his job and came on board, and then our color line began to explode and grow because we had all the birthstones that we were coming out with, the birthstone colors. And so basically like 3/4 of this room was just inventory, and then we had our shipping area, and then our other room we had our offices, like our desks that were over there. And then we just got to a point where it was just too much. We couldn't do it all here in the house anymore, and I think the big thing is more of it wasn't like we could have figured out the space probably to fit more in, but it's more of for mine and Tanner's sanity, we needed separation from the house and work. It was all in one, and it was really difficult. We had no escape. So, and we wanted to continue to grow and hire people, and I can't have people in my house. So, anyways, after we moved everything out of this room into our new warehouse, it became my office again / yarn room. And so now it's just, I've redone this room so many times. It's crazy, but I really like it how it is now. Not that this matters a whole lot to you guys, I just wanted to make it prettier and just make it a creative space for me. As I was going through my stash and everything, oh my gosh, it was an utter disaster. Because I've moved my yarn around so much, in the midst of having Ophir, and at one point I had to make room, and so we had gotten a storage unit, and so a lot of my stash was in there, and I just it's moved around a lot. It went to the warehouse, and then I changed my mind and brought it back because the photos, doing photos at the warehouse is not good lighting at all. I have better lighting here, and even here isn't the greatest lighting or anything. So anyways, so in the midst of all those moves, my yarn has gotten so tangled so bad that I just had to start cutting stuff, which sucks. I hate doing that, but I had to for my own sanity. I couldn't spend a whole lot of time on just detangling yarn, even though I did spend a lot of time doing it. So anyways, all of that to say, I found a bunch of yarns that are long lost that I forgot I had, as well as WIPs that I hadn't seen in literal years, that I were totally out of my mind, totally forgot I had at the bottom of a bin basket thing. So I'm excited to find those and everything. But this is kind of the kickoff to working on WIPs and sticking to my WIPs. Sticking to finishing them. Because I'm just really sick of starting stuff and not finishing stuff. And it's too much yarn. I don't want as much yarn as I have right now. There's plenty of things I can make and finish to get rid of said yarn. So let's jump into it. My first WIP I'm gonna show and bring up is I started this, I don't even know anymore, like years ago, probably a year ago, over a year ago. So this is a pattern by Hands of Zeal. It's initially just these squares, but I'm not the kind of person that likes to show off my stomach at all. So I added, like, I'm adding this border here to the bottom, and I'm actually almost done. I was going back and forth on if I wanted to end the bottom in the white color or the brown color, and I think I want to like make it kind of cohesive because all of like the outer is brown. So I'm thinking that I'm in a good spot to finish it. So I'm just gonna do one row of the brown at the bottom, then call this good. This thing, it's kind of funny. I accidentally spilt red Gatorade on the white. It's red Gatorade stains like no one's business. It's awful. So you can barely see it, but like, so I put them on the side so you wouldn't like see it on the sides here. So, but yeah, I really like how it turned out. I ended up using, and you're gonna see a lot of this, discontinued yarn. So I ended up using, this is Comfy Cotton, Lion Brand Comfy Cotton, that they discontinued. And I really like this cotton, but I also really like the 24/7 cotton, and I like they have a DK now. So the DK is actually lighter than this, than their new 24/7 cotton DK, and this is a DK as well. So I don't know. Anyways, I ended up using a 4mm hook for this. I don't know where the original hook that I used for this, so we're just gonna pick a new one. We're just gonna call this my bag of treasures because this is how I transport all my hooks when I need to get pictures done or like keep them in one spot for projects or whatnot. Because if you can't tell, those are all hooks, and that's not even half of what I have. That is my own hooks. A lot of that is like prototypes, oops hooks, stuff I just wanted to keep. Yeah. And then this is just overflow from that. Do I have the 4 in here? I don't know if I have a 4 in here. Oh, here. There we go. I've got a Hope 4mm. It's the only one I could find in there. You can see, I love this hook so much. How this one's a bit of an oops, but the blue and green, oh, it's so good. I love how this one turned out. And I'm sad it's not permanent, but I can't make them all permanent colors, so. Alright, so where are we connected at here? I gotta like. Here I am. Looks like I didn't quite finish this last row of white, so I'll finish that. Then I'll try this on, make sure it's all good, and then there we go.
It's first thing Monday. I have an interview. What, a job interview? Skip it. It's a law school interview, and it's my whole future on a plate. Law school. So we got a deal or not?
Wait, you're taking off? Is this about your dad? Is he alright?
Yeah, you know, just a little family drama.
Your brother said he was on some kind of hunting trip.
Oh, yeah, he's just deer hunting everything out of him. He's probably got Jim, Jack, and Jose along with him. I'm just gonna go bring him back.
What about the interview?
I'll make the interview. It's only for a couple days.
Yeah, please, stop for a second. I'm sure you're okay.
Hey, everything's gonna be okay. I promise.
All I did to add to this pattern was I basically seamed up the top together and everything and made the straps and all. And then I just attached my yarn and started doing granny stitches. And then I did increases and decreases in the corners. So the point corners, increases and decreases in the, just like that. I kind of winged this. I wasn't sure how it would turn out. And it worked out, I think. I think it's cute. I don't know if I'll wear it. Where I'll wear it. It's one of those things in Arizona, like this, I feel like anywhere else would be really light and airy and comfortable. In Arizona, you need a really light yarn, and it needs to be cotton. I feel like is actually warm for Arizona, and this is why I'm probably going to more really thin yarns and really light yarns. Is because even a DK weight cotton is too heavy and too hot for Arizona. So it's yeah. I'm learning that. I think I'm all tangled up in here. Story of my life, I'm all tangled up. I am finding out through cleaning up my stash that I really need to come up with something to keep track of what hook I used for the project, a little stitch marker type thing, because I can put something down for years, come back to it and be like, what hook did I use? I can kind of guess what hook I used, but I'd rather just know. So I have most of this wall covered and planned out in that wall, that whole side. But I didn't really know what to do with this. It's kind of random, and so I would love suggestions on what to put up on my walls. Because I think I'm gonna make a wall hanging over there to fill that spot, fill up more swatches. I've got wall hanging I can do on that side. I need more cutesy things for my wall. I might go to a thrift store or something, see what I can find. Still have all my ends to figure out. But look at how cute it turned out. I think it's pretty cute. I like it. Okay, now that I got this figured out, all finished, I just need to trim up all the ends, weave in all my ends, then we will be on to the next whip. And I haven't decided quite yet what the next whip is going to be. I need to look through things a little better. Yeah, I don't know. Because this one was really easy. I just had one row left. I don't know why I do this. I do have a blanket that I've been working on for a long time that I really want to get finished, but it's like summertime. I don't know if I want to work on that right now. I'm trying to not necessarily finish one at a time because like I get overwhelmed working on one project for too long, so I need to kind of mix it up, maybe at least 2 at a time, at least. We'll see. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I like how this turned out. Thanks for following along. If you guys liked this video, give us a follow and a like. If you want to see some other sort of content, let me know. And as always, make sure to check out our website for any new colors of crochet hooks or limited edition colors. This one sadly is no longer available, but that's why it's always good to check out our website to make sure you grab those limited edition colors. Thanks, I'm Ashley with Fire, and I'll see you on the next one.